About it too. He wants in that game badly.
All-star games in this league are special, and you can't fault MP for wanting to pursue being the unanimous best player in his conference. The story. To watch here, I think, is how this changes the defensive approach against him. We might be seeing some elevated intensity with MP on the court. I'm excited to see how he fights to win in those matchups.
On the floor for Dallas, Davis is out there with Griffin. Then it's Gary Trent. Then there's Irving. And it's Lively in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And now, let's send it over to Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who has a report on MP.
Thanks, Kevin. As you know, MP and his team are coming off a third consecutive NBA championship. When I asked him what it felt to accomplish something that players like Michael Jordan and Kobe and Shaq had done, he said, "It's an honor. I'm so proud of this group of guys. This one is the sweetest for us so far." MP is humble, but hungry. Guys?
I've always thought he was humble. You know, he is indeed. And the three-peat, certainly an impressive feat, D.A. Thank you.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
And even as early as it is in the season, Doris, we've got some surprising teams off to great starts.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, the real challenge isn't getting off to that tremendous start. It's about making sure you're playing the right way and that you continue to build on that momentum. Because here's the quick thing you need to know. It's all about habits and building the right habits as you march toward the future, regardless of the time of year.
Davis setting the pick for Trent.
Yeah, but you have to like the mentality to get inside, even though they're struggling to finish.
Walker the pass to Dosunmu. Here's the three, and he drops it in. Just a pretty release there from Walker. Walker's got 11. Well, they say three's company. Well, GA for MP, 3 titles and counting. He's joining some pretty historic company.
And especially when you're talking about those bus drivers, right? The great players who guided their teams to the promised land time and again. There's nothing more impressive.
The offensive rebound. And here's the Lakers. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. The Lakers working the ball around now. Jacks up a 3. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And when you take a look at Jalen Greg, big man Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Yep, it counts.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
From deep, Duren pulls it in. Duren's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
Griffin's shot is off. Lakers leading by 12. Outside, Walker going inside. And Walker throws it down hard. And the three-peat for MP. Greg, the first one in a while.
And those Kobe Shaq Lakers, the last team to win 3 in a row.
That's a great dunk.
He's an athletic freak.
Wow.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
.51 seconds left in the first quarter. Irving for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Now, this guy lives out there. Irving, one of the best three-point shooters in the game.
Here's Walker, and he drives in. Gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the professor picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
On the floor for Dallas, we've got Davis. Irving is out there with Gary Trent. Then it's Derek Lively, and it's Griffin in at the 3 spot. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Well, guys, the professor in that last outing against Milwaukee was outstanding. He scored an incredible number of points, and all game long he seemed like he couldn't miss from outside the arc, converting many times from distance. Numbers like that are sure to get attention around the league, and everyone's excited to see what he does tonight. Guys?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
That one goes in, and that's now 28 points for Walker. You know, you look at MP, Greg, 3 consecutive Most Valuable Player awards, something that's only been done before by 2 others.
And those would be Bill Russell and Larry Bird. Pantheon-level achievement unlocked by MP. He is on a collision course with greatness.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Irving against Walker. Irving with the bounce pass. Dallas again missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And Walker kicks to Doncic. Back to Walker. And Walker throws it down.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. Some changes for the Lakers. Tari Eason comes in for Bobby Portis. And it's Dosunmu in for Luka Doncic. The Mavericks also with a sub. Hardy, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Hardy. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Davis against Walker. 20 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. From the top of the key. And Davis pulls it down.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Trent outside. Offensive rebound.
Well, outstanding contest on the shot, and then he's positioned perfectly to go after the rebound.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. Back right after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Los Angeles Lakers.
How about all the points coming off those bench, man? I'm telling you, when you get that kind of scoring up and down the lineup, you can write your own ticket to wins.
Yeah, complete team effort, and they're playing an entertaining style as well. Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
When I look at the Mavericks, you can already see they have the makings of a good team, but they also have things to iron out.
Splitting the first 2 games, This next one could indicate which direction they're headed. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from the professor.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying. The rim.
This guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
And a chance to watch MP tonight. Fresh off his third MVP award.
And last year, he was incredible. I think MP has earned the right to call himself the best player in the league. But you know lots of guys in this league want to knock him off that pedestal.
Connect out there with Walker. Then there's Dosunmu. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Duren in at the center position. That's the Laker 5.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And the professor